spoil away if you don't mind. But I want to ask you this: how did you feel about the Taskmaster?
Oh,
I
was gonna say
garbage.
Disappointed. Let me stop myself. Disappointed. Because Taskmaster is a legit formidable villain in the comics, and even taking away the comics, I was hoping that this was going to be a pseudo version of Winter Soldier, where if you come across a Taskmaster, you do not want to get into a fight with them because they know all your moves, the tactical effects, the weapons that he has. I was just like, this is going to be the Winter Soldier of a Black Widow film, and it was the complete opposite of that for me personally. It was just in the reveal. These are spoilers, right?
Yeah, this part of spoilers. Yeah.
Dreykov's daughter, come on! Like, how did she survive that? First off, how did both of them survive the explosion of that? Right. We got two elite assassins, let alone two elite Avengers. You know, Hawkeye and Black Widow on this mission to kill Dreykov, and they couldn't get the job done. But yeah, it was just, to me, I compared Taskmaster to somewhat of a ghost character from Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I assume we're going to get more of the Taskmaster in the future, whether it's Thunderbolts or Black or Dark Avengers. But I did not like Taskmaster, man. It was very underutilized, and there was a couple other characters too that I just thought was kind of forgotten about. But yeah, I was very disappointed by Taskmaster.
I was telling them earlier, man, I didn't mind Taskmaster because I didn't have any expectations. I forgot he was in the movie until I started watching it for the first time.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, he is in the movie, and so it was like extra to me. I was going into it not even wanting to see it.
I was the opposite. I was looking forward to Taskmaster a lot
because I was more enthused last year, but of course because of the delays, I forgot. Yeah, and when they started revamping the marketing material again, I didn't watch nothing because I was like, I don't want to be spoiled, and I can tell,
man, because the marketing in this movie, they gave away everything.
Oh yeah, I did not watch one trailer when they started the marketing campaign back, man, and so I was just like, I want to see it. I'm already convinced. Yeah, you know, because I watched two trailers. I don't watch TV. I watched the first trailer and the second trailer. I don't watch TV spots. I watch featurettes, but I never watch clips. Hell no, I never watch movie clips or whatever. And so. But that's too bad, man, that you don't like Taskmaster. Man.
I mean, again, that's the beauty of Marvel. We can see Taskmaster in another film or TV show, and they can, as they're doing with Loki and WandaVision and Falcon, they can reinvent the character. That's the beauty of what Marvel could do. So hopefully next time we see her, which I don't even know Dreykov's daughter's name. I can't remember her name, but next time we see her, maybe she's a little bit more of what I was hoping for. And hell, Loki is introduced. We have variants, so maybe we'll get a variant Taskmaster from another universe enter this in the future, but I wasn't impressed.
Right on. Let's go ahead and talk about Taskmaster real quick. War Damn ATL, and everybody in the chat, y'all let me know how y'all felt about Taskmaster. Okay, let me know how you felt about Taskmaster. Now, I was not as disappointed in you, sir, because my expectations just wasn't high. The first time I saw this film, and I don't even know much about Taskmaster, this cat right here. But the first time I saw this film at home, I forgot he was in the movie until he popped up. And I was just like, oh, that's right. Taskmaster is in this movie. This is just an extra addition for me. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Now, this is kind of more of what I'm used to as far as the Taskmaster is concerned and other cartoons, video game adaptations and stuff like that. I don't know too much about him. I saw him a little bit in one of the Spider-Man animated cartoons that came out a number of years ago, and he was always been a cool character to me. He was a cooler character in these other adaptations than this movie, but again, like I said, my expectations were very, very low. My only criticism that has to do with Taskmaster is they could have shown him fight a little bit more, and give him more personality. But of course, this is spoilers. We found out that this is that they have no voice lines or anything like that. And Taskmaster is the daughter of Dreykov, because Black Widow thought that he blew him and her up years ago, and none of them died. Neither one of them died. And I guess she had some type of brain damage or something. I don't know. And he put a chip in the back of her head to, get her to mimic everybody's moves. Now, if you don't know the powers and abilities, Taskmaster injected himself with the SS, I don't know how to say that word, so I'm going to say Horse Gorst Primer, an elaborate modification of the adrenaline steroid cortisol designed to unlock the mind's procedural memory potential. This enhanced Taskmaster's natural ability to absorb knowledge instantaneously. This ability is linked to his muscle memory, allowing the Taskmaster to instantly replicate the physical movements of peak level humans. Taskmaster is not capable of duplicating a physical feat if the effort to do so requires superhuman effort. For instance, while he could view an opponent lifting a car, he cannot do so because his body cannot duplicate the superhuman strength. Using these photographic reflexes, the Taskmaster is highly skilled in various forms of combat. As an exceptional martial artist mimicking Elektra, Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, a skilled swordsman, Black Knight, Silver Samurai, swordsman, and a deadly accurate marksman, Captain America with a shield, Hawkeye with a bow and arrow, Punisher with firearms, and Bullseye with various projectiles. And as well as displaying a strenuously own athletic ability like Daredevil. Now, I'm not going to read that whole thing because it's quite lengthy, but that's just kind of like the general breakdown of Taskmaster. DeRay Tolson said, man, they did Taskmaster dirty. Man, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry y'all feel that way. I really am, but it's all good. Taskmaster was a missed opportunity for the MCU. Now, to my understanding, let me see if there's somebody else said, I'm sorry, we had our orders and we played our roles. It wasn't real. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Taskmaster kind of felt a little flat, but I still enjoyed the movie. Again, Taskmaster to me had those Terminator vibes. He did remind me of the Terminator. Now, another criticism I will say is that his scenes did kind of remind me of the Winter Soldier when she was chasing him down, because the Winter Soldier shot the bow. Taskmaster shot the bow and arrow and it went under the truck and flipped it. Bucky, the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan, did the same thing against Nick Fury. He shot the little plate under the car and it flipped it over. Now it was some slight differences because Taskmaster was in the tank just running cars down. He didn't have no remorse over nobody. And also a Black Widow, Natasha, was running from another widow and off of a motorcycle. So there was some slight differences and stuff like that, but there was some similarities too. Now, the intro to Taskmaster, I do like when Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, was going to go get the gas cans because she ran out of gas. That's where we first meet Taskmaster and they're fighting on the bridge. I thought that scene was dope as hell. She was kicking a lot of ass. I liked the flipping around. I don't know how she was able to jump fly like she did with coming down with the sword, but it was still kind of badass to me. I still liked it. It doesn't make sense to me that Natasha was able to survive that explosion, because as soon as she was about to make a left or right turn onto the bridge, he shot her with like a freaking rocket launcher. And I'm finna say the table. The car flipped like multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? Like it just rolled and rolled and rolled. So I'm just like, whoa, how are you surviving that? You don't have no super soldier serum, you Black Widow. The fight was still cool. I like the line of dialogue she was saying is like, I'm a better shot when I'm angry, and I would be mad too if somebody blew me up in my car. Man, the AMBW channel Trash Master, wow, y'all really didn't like him or her. I felt it was a bait and switch. What was the point? Iron Maiden would have made more sense, but they made her the mom. Yeah, great movie though. Soccer says Taskmaster, the Red Guardian fight was not hitting at all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They could have had more of that. It wasn't weak. I liked it. They just it could have been more. It could have been more. And so that's just kind of unfortunate because I wanted to see Red Guardian fight more, but then again, this is not a Red Guardian movie. It's not a Taskmaster movie. I'm not mad at y'all for being disappointed, but my expectations were just low because I was really excited for this movie a year ago, right? I was like, man, it's going down. It looks great. But of course, everything kept delaying. And I was just like, okay, my enthusiasm died. And then when they started trying to revamp all the marketing and stuff like that, I didn't want to watch any more trailers. I'm just like, I'm good. I'm over it. I don't want to spoil anything for myself, so yeah, I was good on that. Big tank plowing through the city streets like F9. Yep. Now, and I had a problem with that in F9 because those are the good guys, excuse me, murdering bad people, not caring about collateral damage. Taskmaster was a brainwashed bad guy. So that was acceptable to me in this movie. I was hoping for better action scenes with the Taskmaster. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. We could have got some better action scenes with the Taskmaster. But at least the Taskmaster looked cool. What y'all think about the costume? Huh? Opposed to, you know, what's in the comics. And I want to know, what do y'all think about this? I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not mad, but you know, and to my understanding, there are two versions of the Taskmaster. So maybe we'll get another version later. And in my non-spoiler review, I said that I wanted to see more of him. See, on the right, he just looked more badass. And I think it's a he. You know, let me see if I can read more. No, I don't want to read all that. But I do like the Taskmaster. I do. I mean, at least the look. My expectations was low, guys. My expectations was low. And I'm gonna show you all these pictures too, because I took time to upload them to this thing. So I ain't gonna have them in here for nothing. So I would have liked to see Taskmaster more. Not enough screens for me, but overall, I really enjoyed the movie and storyline. I hope they continue the storyline of the widows in another movie. All right. Wait. Sonny, why would you think we was gonna get more Hawkeye in Budapest? It's a Black Widow movie. And Hawkeye was not in the trailers at all. I'm just curious. Okay. It's clear y'all only had issue with the movie as Taskmaster when in actuality it's not his movie, it's Black Widow's movie. Right on, Trey. Right on. The Wakanda Forever $2. The Black Panther references Taskmaster Flash claws. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, and Zia Latrice does agree with Sonya. Oh, More Life Kingdom trying to be funny, talking about they had on seatbelts. Yeah, and so let's see here. So is there anything else I want to talk about the Taskmaster? I thought the Taskmaster was cool, you know, but I'm sorry that you guys you know, just didn't like the Taskmaster, but it is all good.